WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
A man is facing new charges after returning back to the United States from an El Salvador prison that he was mistakenly deported to. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. The Maryland man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador in March is back in the United States to face human smuggling charges brought forward by the Department of Justice. This comes as tensions over recent immigration raids led to violent weekend clashes in Los Angeles. CBS News' Christian Benavides has more.
Kilmer Abrego Garcia is back on U.S. soil, now facing criminal charges in what the Trump administration describes as a large human smuggling operation that brought immigrants to the country illegally. He is being held in Tennessee. A federal grand jury indicting Abrego Garcia on 1 count of conspiracy to transport aliens and 1 count of unlawful transportation of undocumented aliens.
The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring.
Abrego Garcia's deportation to a maximum security prison in El Salvador became a flashpoint for President Trump's immigration crackdown after the administration admitted in court it had mistakenly deported him and vowed to never bring him back.
What happened today is not the manner in which this would have been handled had Mr. Abrego Garcia never been improperly sent to El Salvador. What happened today is an abuse of power.
Abrego Garcia's return to the U.S. comes as tensions over the administration's approach to immigration rise in Los Angeles. On Friday, protesters clashed with police after a series of immigration raids across Southern California, including one targeting businesses in downtown L.A. 18-year-old Katia Garcia waited to find out if her father and uncle were detained.
Like, they just called us, I was at school and they called us and I had to come over here for my dad.
Also over the weekend, the feud between President Trump and Elon Musk continued to escalate. In an interview with NBC News, President Trump said Elon Musk will face serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Earlier today, a semi-truck took down a communication line while driving on I-96. It happened around noon and caused a temporary closure of the westbound lanes of the highway near Fowlerville Road. Officials say utility companies responded and the lanes opened back up around 2 this afternoon. Well, community members joined forces this afternoon wearing orange as part of a nationwide effort to end gun violence. Taryn Simmons spoke to activists and she's here for you now with more on their efforts. Taryn?
Yeah, Rachel, the event was hosted in partnership with Greater Lansing Area Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense and the Mikey 23 Foundation. People wore orange to bring awareness to gun violence prevention, and that wasn't where the orange stopped. Michiganders young and old came together to help fill buckets with dirt to plant orange flowers. Organizers say they'll distribute them all across the Lansing area and inform community members about the dangers of gun violence. KDC, a gun violence advocate, says today is all about honoring the victims and survivors who had their lives turned upside down from gun violence.
We wear orange to remind ourselves of the dangers that are out there and of our commitment to work together to stop this scourge across our country. We're digging in the dirt together. We have contributions from Home Depot of these buckets. We've wrapped them with placards. We are filling them with orange flowers. We are distributing them across the city to raise consciousness, to remind people that gun violence is happening everywhere.
Stick with 6 News at 11. We'll hear from victims of gun violence and how this event holds a special place in their hearts. Rachel, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. Staying in Lansing, talented chalk artists are transforming sidewalks into stunning works of art at the Chalk of the Town. It's happening in Old Town and has lots of fun and unique ways to support local art and small businesses. Officials say the Chalk of the Town is a celebration of art in the neighborhood. Guest judges will recognize all of the unique creations that were made. And the 48th annual Kerwood Festival continues this weekend in Owasso. Participants took part in races, including the half marathon, 10K run, 5K walk, and fun run. The event kicked off at 8 a.m. with runners taking a scenic course along the Shiawassee River Trail. Starting now is the Mr. Owasso finale. WLNS spoke to someone at the event, and they told us what the finale is all about.
It is the finale for Mr. Owasso, which is a competition between 4 local gentlemen raising money for their respective nonprofits. And part of that competition will include a bathing suit contest, a talent portion, interview, really kind of a fun, exciting way to celebrate the great work they put in to raise dollars over the last 3 weeks.
A big reason for the event is to raise money for local charities.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, your allergies and your asthma, if you do suffer from them, probably haven't been really liking the wildfire smoke, but the only good thing that it does bring is beautiful sunrises and beautiful sunsets. Take a look at our picks on 6 for today. This is a sunrise in Ithaca at the beginning of the month sent in to us by Lori Lewis, and you can see all the beautiful colors, everything from that dark blue to the pink and even the oranges, just so vibrant colors moving in across the area. Now, if you want your pictures taken or your pictures to be shared on our Picks on 6 every evening at 6 p.m., send it into WLNS.com/share and you could be featured on the news, or your picture could be featured on the news. Let's take a look at our Hillsdale cam time lapse. We did have a little bit of fog this morning, but eventually that fog burned off. You can still see that little bit of some hazy conditions right around this area, and that continued throughout most of the day. Now, it wasn't as bad as it was over the past couple of days, but it was still noticeable across the area. Right now we're looking at temperatures into the 70s, around 75 degrees, and we're seeing a high of about 76 degrees. Down in the capital, we're seeing temperatures into the 70s as well. Some fair weather clouds popping into the forecast. We're seeing 77 degrees with a max wind of about 18 miles per hour. Still seeing those fair weather clouds even into parts of Grand Ledge. We're seeing temperatures 79 degrees right now after a high of 80 degrees for today. So we were pretty nice out there today. And Jackson still seeing that sunshine and blue skies, just a little bit of some fair weather clouds. 76 degrees was our high and our current temperature as well. Satellite and radar is going to continue to show us that we do have a little bit of some clouds moving in. That's ahead of our next weather system that will bring the chance for some showers back into the forecast. Fortunately, we do have a high pressure system that's keeping us dry, and that's what's going to keep this low pressure system from moving into the Great Lakes. It's in fact going to skirt right by us and could clip just a little bit of us. Let's track that right now. For tonight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Then as we head into Sunday morning, that low pressure system skirts right by us, but brings enough moisture into it that Jackson and Hillsdale could see maybe just a little bit of those rain showers. Cloudy skies continue off and on throughout the day, but I think we could see a little bit of some sunshine, but then a cold front moves through as we head into Monday morning, and that could bring a round of some showers and even some thunderstorms back into the forecast. That's as another low pressure system is moving into the Great Lakes region, and that could trigger some showers back into Monday. But let's bring it back to tonight. We'll see those partly to mostly cloudy skies and maybe a rain shower or two down towards Hillsdale and Jackson. But as we head into tomorrow, we'll see a mix of clouds and sun for the bulk of the day. It will still remain dry, and we'll see temperatures back into the 70s. As we continue over the next couple of days, even as we head into the end of the month, or not the month, but the end of the week, we'll see temperatures staying above or normal for this time of year. In fact, as we head into this high temperature trend, we'll see 80s on the temperature trend right now, and that's the 70s are going to be because we do have some rain showers to talk about. That is happening next weekend and the next couple of days. And then as we head into next weekend, which is Father's Day, just a little bit of a nudge there. Don't forget that. And we'll continue to see our temperatures into the 70s and 80s.
Loving the temperatures, but I won't lie, you were spot on. My allergies are for sure feeling the smoke.
My eyes are just bothering me so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelsey.